Yo, what is good, guys? It is your boy OpTic Scumpy, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 gameplay video commentary on the map Dome. And I know I've been posting a lot of Dome lately, but this was such a good gameplay that I got, so I had to post it up. And I do end up getting a double MOAB, and I'm using the MP7 Gold with the rapid fire and silencer, as you can see, with the portable radar. But today I wanted to talk about why OpTic Gaming, or our team, doesn't care so much about team scrims. And let me explain what a team scrim is a little bit, because I know a lot of my subscribers are for the public side of it. And I am a competitive player, if you weren't aware, if you're a new subscriber or you never knew when you were a subscriber for a while. But I am a competitive player, and competitive players play on a different rule set, and we play, you know, capture the flag and SND, and these guys get destroyed. Look at that quad. But we play capture the flag and SND on various maps that are allotted for these game types. For example, some CTFs are Dome, Lockdown, Arcaden. Some SNDs are C-Town, Arcaden, other maps. I don't know. I don't want to go through all the MLG maps right now because I can't really just name them, you know, one by one off the top of my head. And I've been playing this game for so long, so that doesn't make sense. But we don't really care about team scrimmages because it's exactly what it is like meant to sound like. It's a scrimmage. And usually in scrimmages, teams try things out, but that's not really the case in gaming. That's more of, you know, sports. They try new people out for starting positions and things like that. But in gaming, it's more or so just, you know, practice your decision making and keep your shot on point. Because if you don't play the game for a while, you know, your shot can get a little bit rusty, and everybody's seen it. Even my shot gets really rusty if I don't play the game for, you know, a couple, maybe a week or two, but that really doesn't really happen because I usually try and get on and get the best gameplays that I can for you guys, obviously. So my shot's always pretty good, and I usually don't have to warm up too much. But say you don't practice and you go to an event, you know, you're going to get destroyed. There's very, very low chances of you being able to come out on top at the event. But why don't we care about these team scrimmages if, you know, they're crucial to winning events? Well, like I said earlier, team scrims are to work on your anticipation and your decision making while inside of the game, and to keep your brain really thinking on a competitive level. So whenever we're losing and we're dying in like gunfights and, you know, clutch situations that we would usually make on LAN, we don't really get mad because we know that, well, we do get mad, but we know that it's like 90%, not 90%, it's a higher percent than 50 of connection. That's the reason why we're losing most of these team scrims, because, you know, 3 of my teammates don't really have the best connections. I have a pretty good connection, and everyone knows that Will, or Big Timer, has an awful connection, so we don't really mind too much, you know, whenever we lose in team scrims. It's really just a practice. It's practice for us. You know, it's like us going to a football practice or a sports practice, and, you know, we just practice for 2 hours and then we're done. You know, it's not really as competitive or as intense as the game, which would be us at a tournament. I'm making a lot of sports analogies, I know, I'm sorry. But it's like the tournaments are the games and scrimmages are practice, obviously. They're scrims. So we don't really mind losing them as much. I mean, it bothers me a little bit, me more than anyone else on our team, I think, just because I don't like losing at all. I'm a very competitive kid. But it doesn't really bother, you know, us to the point where we're going to break up and try and switch up our roster for an event, because we know that we've come out and we've done so well at events this year. We've only come in second. Our worst placing is second, and that was in one tournament. In every other event, we've come in first that we've went to. So that's pretty monumental. I mean, OpTic Gaming as a team has ran MW3, so we're so confident in ourselves that if we lose, you know, a couple of online scrims to another pro team, it's like whatever. Like, we know what we're capable of on LAN or a local area network. Some of you may not be aware of what LAN is. It's a local area network where you connect a bunch of Xboxes so everybody's playing on the same connection. So it's on a level playing field and everybody has the same opportunity as everybody. And that's why we really do excel on LAN, because we're on a level playing field. And all of my teammates, including myself, do a lot, not a lot, I wouldn't say I do a lot better on LAN. I think I do a little bit better in clutch situations. Not so much online, because, you know, people are comfortable online and they do plays that they wouldn't normally do on LAN. but then you just have this separate mindset. It's like an alter ego whenever you're at a LAN event, because you just know that they're playing a lot more cautious and a lot more scared than they usually would whenever they're playing online, because there's nothing that you're playing for unless you're obviously playing in a online tournament. There's really not that much at stake. It's just, you're playing against another team to get your 2 hours of practice in, and then you're getting off and going to sleep. That's pretty much how we look at things, and it doesn't really get to us too much. And then another huge reason why, we don't really care is because the intensity on LAN is so much different. Like, whenever you're playing in a team scrim, the intensity is so low with us. It's a lot higher on other teams, but with us, again, we don't really care about online team scrims. So, we're not calling out our full magnitude. We're not making plays to our full magnitude. We're making silly plays whenever we know that we should sit back, simply because it's a scrim. Like, it's just, the intensity level on LAN is ridiculous. Literally, we go ape shit whenever we get on LAN with callouts and with cutoffs and clutches. It's just, I don't know. I feel like we are probably the best LAN team in the game at this point. Not trying to toot our own horns, but it's just been proven through so many events, and I don't know how I don't die here. I just start giving them the wang left and right. But it's been proven many times before that, we have come out on top, and that is just even more justification as to why, online scrims don't really bother us that much. And I don't really want you guys to take this as, if you don't watch my twitch.tv stream, it's twitch.tv/scumperjumper, by the way, if you're ever interested in coming and watching the live streams. But if you don't normally watch my live streams and you don't know how much we win, we win. This isn't a commentary because we never win team scrims. We win team scrims a good amount of the time. I'd say about 50-50, and we usually come super close whenever we do end up losing. Sometimes we get demolished, but it's whatever. But we usually come very, very close to the other team. So it's not like we're losing team scrims and, we're never winning, and it's just like we're emo all the time. Like, we have such a good time whenever we're team scrimming. We literally sit there and joke around and just, we literally make jokes and shit and blow into our mics while our teammates are trying to clutch. Like, team scrims aren't supposed to be stressful, and whenever we're having fun, it makes things a lot easier to just play the game and just have a good time while you're doing it. Except whenever you're losing, it's hard to have a really good time, but you can still have a good time nonetheless. You can still crack jokes with your teammates and, have a good time. So it's not really, team scrims aren't that serious to us, guys. That's pretty much the moral of this whole commentary. Team scrims are not that big of a deal to us, and we come out and we play at LAN, and that's all that really matters. That's the proving ground for everybody. But I hope that you enjoyed this commentary. I hope I went a little in depth as to why OpTic Gaming doesn't care about their team scrims as much, because I know that a lot of you guys had questions about it. But I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a comment, like, and a favorite, and I will see you guys later. Have an excellent weekend.